Hello and welcome. So basically, I uploaded the last video, right? And I got a comment which said, could you do the same video but just explain why you didn't one-shot someone, like what the enemy did right, what you did wrong, and so on. It was basically like asking for a VOD review, right? And so, I've been thinking about this for a bit. This will be more of a educational video, and it doesn't take too much effort on my side to do. So let me know what you think. Maybe we can do these more often. So this is the fight we lost. The first fight we were playing against uh, just just calling it RBL team. It's not really like full RBL. It's like a RBL pug kind of. And one thing we did know in advance roughly what comp they're playing. They're playing a front to back brawl with Carrion and Halberd. So that's one thing. Knowing what comp the enemy is playing is obviously very important. You know how to play accordingly. If it's dive or if it's one shot, obviously you want to play accordingly. I'll just let it play for now. Right now, what we're just looking for, actually, let me turn on the volume. Right now, what we're looking for though is just, since we're playing the one shot with Spear Hunter, we're just looking for kidnapping and one-shotting Dendrophil here. Now, one thing is, before we get to the part, as you guys might have seen in the video, we didn't kill him, even though we did a successful kidnap, and that's one thing we tested afterwards, which, maybe you can call it unlucky or whatever, but this was the day of the patch. I think it was Monday. The new patch came out the same day, and there was a new interaction which I was not familiar with, or we were not familiar with, which ended up in us not killing him there. So usually what we do is we throw the harpoon from the Spirit Hunter, right? And then we follow it up with a triple kick from the spiked player, and then I stun, poison if I'm in range, and then generally that's a kill, like almost always, right? Now the issue is, as you'll see here, it doesn't end up being a kill because they changed something. I don't know if they changed that the pull hammer E is now instant, or if they changed the interaction with triple kick, but what happened basically is you'll see in a moment. I'll just let it play. Like for now, as you'll see, we just whiff a few times. So I think we whiffed one or two harpoons, and now I count down for harpoons. I geyser to set up for the harpoon, so it's easier here. One? No?
Big.
Okay, so right here, I just pressed my stun, right? And now you'll see.
Huge. I froze them all.
And you see he, like, snaps back, like, when he gets knocked up. I'll just play it again.
Second. Yeah, fuck.
I'll count down for life curse. 3, 2, 1, no?
Big, huge. I froze them all.
Oh, what? So the one thing here, as you can see, the Dendrophil gets snapped back, right, because of it. So that's one thing we didn't know this patch. So because what I usually had to do is I usually had to press E slightly before, because the pullhammer E actually has a slight travel time. It's not instant. So basically I used to press my E slightly earlier. And I don't know what they changed exactly this patch, but well, now afterwards we have adjusted that. Now I press my E at a different timing. So now that we are aware of this, now it's fine now. Obviously killing Dendrophil here would have been very useful. That's like their only tank, right? Because RBL usually plays with again, I'm just gonna call it like RBL, even though it's not full RBL, it's like a pug, whatever. Just yeah. But yeah, so it was unfortunate. I was not aware of this interaction because it's a new patch, and that's one of the things, as I complained about in the previous video, is there's new interactions every patch, and you have to be aware of them. Otherwise, you won't find out until after you're in the PvP situation, and that's very costly, obviously. For example, our heavy mace was full 8-4, so it was unfortunate, but yeah. But yeah, so that's the reason here. We don't kill with the Spear Hunter. I mean, with the harpoon technology. As you see, I call that I will count down for life curse. So that's one thing we've done recently, is because usually what they can do is they can see the harpoon flying. The arcane player will just press the shield, the Q, arcane Q to shield, and that makes you immune to the harpoon. But what we've been doing recently has been also doing a life curse E on top of it to ensure that the only way they can save him is if we whiff, or if they place a rune. Basically, that's basically like the only thing they can do. But yeah, let's just watch it again.
Yeah, fuck.
I'll count down for life curse. 3, 2, 1, no?
Big.
So here the thing is, I press my E when the drop feels like here on my mouse cursor, you can see, like right here roughly. And now the issue is he gets snapped back. Before it used to be fine because the E had like a slight travel time on the pull hammer E. There was like a slight travel time, right? So, but yeah, so he gets snapped back and he doesn't die because of it, because or people were hitting like the model here on the left where he's standing right now. On our screens he's here, right? But on his screen he never moved. He got stopped by my stun basically.
I froze them all.
So here he gets TP'd back, right? Which yeah. What? So here obviously, you know, we're slightly upset, right? So now it's obviously he survives, and now we basically pulled him into us, right? So now it's gonna be what we should have done though here already, right? One thing also you'll see is that Dimitri used the heavy mace E when he was flying in. I think should have saved it. Probably we didn't need it. That was like a just in case. You know, if I miss my E, then it would have been a good call, right? But yeah, in general, like we should have saved the E. Now, what we should do, since we basically, again, we pulled their tank into us, right? Which is, if we didn't get the kill here, that's a bad move, right? We just let them walk into us for free, and we used all our cooldown, we used our whole engage, right? So now what we have to do is one of us here should have pressed the Robe of Purity, because I'm pretty sure he's just gonna snare in. He just snares in and bops a lot of us here into the wall, right? And now we're in trouble, right? Because now we all use our blink. We blinked to get extra damage from the Stalker Shoes in our DPS. So now we're gonna be in trouble, right? Now we need to escape. Careful, careful, careful. Need Judy in front, need Judy in front.
I need help in front. I don't have blank.
Any help at the front? Need help at the front? So here I waste Judy, because I called for Judy and I didn't see one earlier. So I kind of waste mine. I should have held it once I saw this one was placed, basically.
Help as well. They're on me. I Judy.
Here I tried to stun as many as I could, but I probably should have tried to stun Tala out of their assassin hood instead. Okay, kite east. Kite. In general, interrupting the spike from doing the E twice in a row, because that's usually what gets you in trouble. Is they can kidnap one of the front lines. Usually the clothies, they generally can get out safely. But it's usually the front line here that gets kidnapped against RBL-esque comps because they have Your Sign and Spiked, double triple kick, right? And the Robes of Purity. And also we wasted 3 Judies here, as also one of the commenters mentioned. So, you know, also a mess up there, right? So yeah, I tried to geyser legal out, but yeah. Kite. No, just kite. So here we're just trying to reset, right? We got a good GA there, we need to get up. But then Legal gets triple kicked. Help Legal. Help Legal at the here I was about to geyser him, I think, but yeah, I got bopped by Dendro here.
I'm fucked.
Help Legal. And now I should have Judy booted in earlier, just to try to get in range to help, probably. No, help Legal. Walk in. So here also our engage is about to be up, right? Or I'm pretty sure it's up already. Walk in.
We're ready.
Wait. 3, 2, 1! So here Legal dies and you hear me counting down, right? So I counted down here on the crown. No, hit it! So now, one thing you'll notice is, obviously by the way, I've rewatched this VOD in advance before, so I know roughly like what things went wrong, right? So here Armor Piercer. Also, you can see a cleanse effect here going off, but no. But the reason Just You survives here when you engage on him is basically just because Armor Piercer missed, as you'll see. He gets down to 200 HP, right? And this kill here would have been very impactful. Not only, obviously, you know, killing one guy is obviously good, but also later on when it gets to the brawl phase, like having their 2 axes alive is obviously, it's hard to brawl when they have halberd and carry, and it's almost impossible. That's the benefit of this new comp they're playing recently with double axes, is they're nowhere near as weak in brawl, you know. Before with the siege bow, like the triple range DPS setup, they only had like Your Sign and 4Gs, right? And if you just avoid the Your Sign Z and then you bop the 4Gs, like, you know, not much pressure, right?
Oh, fuck.
So he survives because we whiffed there, and again now we're just back to kiting again. Unfortunately, we did lose our Great Arcane, which is obviously very important. It's an extra duty. The E for kiting, very impactful, right?
Okay. Hello? What? Kite. I got mana.
He's like you can hear me. You know, obviously, I thought we would kill there because he was playing the soldier armor version, I think, without Martlock cape, right? So I was like almost 100% sure he was gonna die because they didn't have Jury or Rune. But yeah, just armor piercer missed, which yeah.
Guys, okay, kite.
I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. No, actually, okay, I skipped too much. Never mind. Let's keep watching.
Help Dimitri to front.
I try to geyser him a bit. I stunned him just
You
to.
need to kite now.
I stunned him just so we get more distance.
You need to carry it now.
So here the reason I can't engage on him is obviously because I don't have my stun. And one thing you guys notice is he just got bopped twice by Broken, right? One thing that you'll notice is diminishing returns now works with this, right? So if the Purity bops him a bunch, I can't just geyser and Judy boots him because the knock-up duration will last like 0.1 seconds. And so and also I was not quite in range here.
Okay, wait.
Also he's arcane shielded, so but I had to go for it here. We have to kill him here, otherwise it's gonna be awful.
3, 2, 1, now!
He does get double shield off on himself, but he still dies because of it. We did synchro damage very well, and he spent the time shielding himself instead. So he probably would have died no matter what here, if he didn't have a blink. But yeah.
Oh, nice. It's so good. I blinked that.
Majuri, help give the
So here again, like as I said, you know, with the double glove setup, they'll just try to go for kidnaps. Our heavy mace does have a gig pod here, as you see, he uses it.
No, it's fine. Go out. Dimitri, pop.
So I pop a jury for him, like on the path. I tried to geyser him, but I placed it like roughly. I should have placed it more up front, you know, the direction where he's walking.
Okay, just kite.
So here, again, so here we traded our arcanes, and now, yeah, we're just. One thing here is we're low on mana, I'm pretty sure, and we're just gonna chill a bit.
We traded.
So here we get the mana. I think I can skip forward like a little bit.
No, it was just like it happened before.
And so what happened?
Go for open. Go.
So now, the reason he actually survives here, I have to let's rewatch that in slow motion, right? Obviously, I didn't have poison for this engage, right? I'm pretty sure if I had poison, he would have died, but let's rewatch if everyone synced damage perfectly.
No, it was just like it happened before. Okay, go for open.
So let's watch, right? He gets fished. So I stun him. Okay, so keep in mind, he has sandwich, right? So, but he dropped to like 3.1k before, you know. Also, like the harpoon and triple kick damage, it is minor, but it does add up, right? So anyway, but he is on sandwich. So like 3.1k, 100% should die, even without poison though, because I've tried to run the damage numbers, but actually the damage number is not completely accurate because also spiked E got the 50% to 40%. I forget the word, but it wasn't the patch notes, right? So this is day one of the patch. So spiked is very slightly weaker, right? From 50 to 40%. Is it focus, fire, protection? What's the? I don't remember the. It's penetrate. What is it? Was it penetrate? Resilience penetration, right? That's the word I was looking for. Yeah. So let's look. Alright, we get the armor piercer first, which is what we want. That's the Spirit E. That is the Spirit E, I'm pretty sure. So we do get the pierces off, which is good. I think that's the realm debuff. You can see the health debuff. I don't know if the Clarent had after or before, but either way, he should have died still. And so, and then the spiked didn't do much damage actually, as you see. So that's one thing, you know, it could be. Oh, by the way, while we're on the topic of spike, there is a weird bug going on currently where Locust E, you guys might remember they buffed it or they fixed it, however you want to look at it. So Locust E if you're inside a Locust E channel, you're immune to spiked damage. And my interpretation or my assumption of how that bug works is because if you remember the patch notes, it said something roughly along the lines of you are no longer like affected by micro stuns and stuff like that. So what I assume is they did that if you're in the channel, it makes you immune to any debuffs, right? Like slows or stuns. But spiked E has a stun. I mean, not a stun. Sorry, a slow, right? So that's why I think that's probably the issue here. Either way, so here we don't do anywhere near as much damage. You know, could be because of the nerf, but hey, I just think the spiked E should have been doing way more damage. Usually on a plate, especially one that's armor piercer and spirit hunter E, right? It should do more than just one bar. But yeah. Actually, yeah, that is, I'm pretty sure that's the Spirit E icon, this one that I'm hovering my mouse over. But either way, like with poison, he probably would have died. Would have been a lot extra damage. Oh. The lowest we drop him to afterwards, you can see with like Qs and stuff and like autos, is we could drop him to 344. So he definitely would have died if I had poison.
What? I don't have poison. Fuck.
But still, like he should have died. So again, that's the second time we probably would have killed. And I don't know if it's, I don't know if you want to say it's because of the nerfs or if whatever, but yeah. Spiked E has been a little weird this patch. One fight that wasn't uploaded anywhere yet. We don't get a kill because like Spiked E does 0 damage. I'll have to rewatch that one later as well, but yeah.
Fuck. He should have died still. Okay, kite.
So there, I threw my geyser for no reason. Like, I just wasted my geyser there.
My Judy?
So here, like, this is a decent Judy though, for the people at the front. The bad guy uses res spot here. I'm pretty sure my stun here was useless as fuck, by the way. Second Judy, not, yeah.
I don't know, okay, wait. 3, 2, 1, now?
So here, let's rewatch this engage here, right?
I'm gonna stun.
I'm gonna man in backline in a second.
I'm ready.
I don't know, okay, wait.
So here, like, a realm set ready in 3, right? So.
3, 2, 1, now?
So again, he's like 2.2k HP and he's poison, right? Oh, damn. Let's rewatch actually. I need to rewatch that. So I don't have stun here, right? So I try to go for the geyser knockup, but I'm pretty sure it gets bopped.
I'm ready.
I don't know, okay, wait. 3, 2, 1, now?
Diminishing returns makes it on the knockups, means he was able to blink out, right? But let's rewatch. So his armor piercer, poisoned. I don't think realm. Yeah, okay. The really unlucky part, as you'll see, the Clarent E just barely whiffs him, right? He has time to blink out or Q out or whatever. So just barely the Clarent E doesn't hit because the CC didn't last long enough. So maybe here I should have waited for my E to be up, but again, it felt like a good opportunity, right? To kill.
Fuck, he's 1 HP. Okay.
So again, we miss another opportunity to kill just here, right? This is the second time, you know, again.
Help Amex. Help Amex at the front.
So yeah, we're just trying to kite.
I don't have anything for it.
I don't have purge.
I will go.
Dimitri, okay, he's going other way. I'm getting kidnapped as well. Yes, okay.
So that was a good life curse E. The purity robe.
It's fine. I'm coming. I might need help at the front. They look to kidnap me. Yeah, guys, I need help.
I give you not help.
Okay.
I'm ready.
I need help. Wait.
In a second.
Just kite. Help Dimitri.
There's a good geyser by me.
Okay, kite. No, just kite. I don't have anything for CC.
I think we just try to full reset here. We reset, we swapped to brawl, and
okay, they gave us mid. Okay, it's fine.
So here, as you'll see in brawl, I called a few things wrong. We had our opportunities to kill, but we just couldn't capitalize. They got ruined, they got cleansed, etc. and so on, as you'll see. One thing I will remember for next time as well is I kind of just played again as if they're playing the old RBL comp, you know, with all range DPS basically. But against the double axe setup, we have to play differently. Also, like, our Spiked is alive, we only lost Arcane. Obviously, Arcane is a very big deal, you know. But one thing I will have to be more mindful of next time if we go against Brawl, against setup like they have here with the double axes on plates, is to remember we can also turn on the axes, which is something I, you know, didn't even look at all. I was just stuck in the mindset of how we played against their old setup, right? So that's something we'll have to adjust accordingly for next time if it gets to Brawl.
Look at Bati southwest. No, fuck. We can't do the first engage here, actually. Okay, wait. Okay.
I'm just
Hey,
eating first X for free here.
After, wait. 3, 2, 1, now, fuck! Okay.
He gets a good firewall, that's a good firewall there.
It's fine. Cut. You're good.
So yeah, again, since we didn't get anything off, we just wasted these, like, we just have to buy some time here. We can just kite a little bit, even though we're Brawl spells.
I'm gonna, wait, okay, kite a little bit. That's fine.
I don't use it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I just walk back into the spiked E there.
Okay.
I'm ready.
3, 2, 1, southwest!
He gets cleanse and rune off, so we probably should have went on the front line here instead because he was so far back. Or the fire would have been a better target, to be honest. I just tunnel visioned here, so it was my bad.
He's poisoned.
Guys, I'm dead.
We should have been sitting bodies for sure here. Like,
Yeah, health broken.
He's shot.
Yo, sit on the mark.
I'm rescued. I'm 10 health.
Okay. Declamp, health broken, peel broken, shoot it.
but even then we got him pretty low though, you know, just with the, you know, so they're sitting broken, so he has to basically, you know, kite. He can't walk up. He's just trying to survive basically.
On the front. Yo, just you. 3, 2, 1. In service. Just you.
I'm pretty sure we didn't have anything. I just like whatever W's or things we had, we probably should have. Yeah, but you see, we got him low even though we never engaged on him. Like it was just a spiked E and stuff.
He's shot.
Help Larry.
Help me.
I need help on south.
Okay. You have in for a sec.
I'm also dead. Yeah.
Okay.
And here it's pretty much over. Yeah. But yeah.
Wait.
Again here, there's no point forcing it. Like we already lost Addy. We have to wait for every cooldown here to actually kill something.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, like there are Realmbreaker's dead, and it's pretty much GG. But yeah, so I mean, if like a good TLDR, because I noticed like I'm looking at the recording duration is like 23 minutes. I went into everything like maybe a little bit too in depth. I don't know. But yeah, you let me know if overdid it or, you know, or if this was fine the way I did it. I don't know. Obviously, the people who would be interested in this, it's, you know, more of a niche audience than just, you know, just watching the fights, right? But yeah, I think it was unfortunate, the interaction with the stun and the triple kick. Obviously now we did it yesterday and 2 days ago and it worked fine. I just had to adjust the timing of when I use my E, you know, now that I'm aware of it, right? But yeah, we had the opportunities and we didn't kill. For example, we had 2 opportunities to kill Dendrophil. The second one, I didn't have poison. The first one, there was the, you know, the stun. I just need to time my stun differently, and it should be fine going forward. But also, you know, obviously spiked E nerf doesn't help, even though it is minor. I think, yeah, it still doesn't help. But yeah, that was it for this first match here. Obviously, we lose. You know, back to Corleon. But there's also the second fight. Let me find it, and I'll see you in a moment. Actually, here's one thing before we go on to the second match we lost against Broda. I just wanted to see. This is a fight we win, which is not, you know, not related. But I wanted to still take a look at. If you remember, I mentioned the spiked E didn't do damage. I just want to investigate it. You know, might as well do it now. Why not?
The only thing they have going on is that they have.
So again, that's you know, a comp-wise thing. They're playing double realm, right? I think in this, I think here they were playing double realm, right? So again, they have a much harder time killing tanks, especially me and Dimitri, because we are also on top of Sandwich. That was also the IP diff, like unironically IP diff. It's hard. It's even without like the extra IP, it would be difficult for them to kill the tanks. And on top of being like, I don't know, I think he's like 6-3 or something, or 8-3. After we, we died. I don't remember what he was playing, but either way. So like for them, the prio is not gonna be killing the tanks here because it's very difficult for them to do so. They will usually play counter engage or try to hit deep, or when we're looking for a harpoon, they will probably try to kill either person or like someone who steps up for the harpoon, right?
Short cooldown, so we can just kite.
But that's just like matchup specific. Like it depends. Obviously, you can do bait engages and suddenly hit someone else, right? Always possible. But generally for that, you have more time to react if they double blink and stuff. But yeah, so here let's just watch what happens. The spike D. I was curious, and might as well just check it now while we're here.
Alright, harpoon 3, 2, 1. Now harpoon.
So here they try to rune, but they're barely too late, right? So here I get the stun, and as you can see, he is not armor piercer, right? You can see this armor piercer hits him on our screens, right? Pretty sure that's a hit. See, there's no debuff. Again, this was still when I was not aware of the pull-hammer E interaction.
He's dead.
You can see the realm also whiffs because he was not where it looks like he was. So, we missed Armor Piercer and we missed Realmbreaker E. I think he would have died. But I think he would have died for sure. But I wanna watch again what happens here in slow motion.
Alright, harpoon 3, 2, 1. Now harpoon.
Yeah, they try to rune. Again, I stun like when he's here. You can see my mouse cursor, like roughly here is where I stun usually. But now I need to know. Well, now I know I need to stun basically when he lands, right? But back in the day, I had to stun like slightly in advance because there was like a travel time or something. So. Also no spirit, by the way. Also no spirit hunter. I think, yeah, you can see here. Obviously, this all misses, right? Because he is not where he is on the screen. Supposedly.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead. I say he's dead in the recording. Yeah, he was not dead. But also, again, like this spiked E only does 1 bar, as you see. Okay, but here, look. Right? In the previous clip, he was, or in the previous engage, right? He is armor piercered, spirit hunter E'd, right? And also does like roughly 1 bar. Here he's poisoned only and it does 1 bar. I get the feeling like maybe the spiked E damage was slightly, I don't know, maybe it had more of an impact than I think. So we'll see how it is going forward, Anyway, we do win this fight though. Oh, yeah. Just in case you want to see, it's pretty
That's
quick.
Fine. Oh, go back.
Oh,
Yeah. Guess so.
are we going down?
Okay,
Quite
they double. 3, 2, 1, now! Nice! Double kill, let's go, baby.
So that's that's the strength of their engage, right? They can hit deep, but we counter it, and then if they don't get a rune off on the 2 run breakers, as you see, it's pretty easy. They just used everything, and also they're playing the double. They're playing assassin hoods, right? Not cleanse. If they played cleanse, they could have cleansed my stun, but instead I just get a free E off. They can't do anything without the rune, and then they're dead. So double realm dead. They do the only thing that's like reasonable.
Okay.
They clamp up, drop mouse, because both realms are dead.
You have it? You have?
Yeah?
3, 2, 1, no!
Yeah. Let's look for the other one. Let's look for the other clip. The one where we lose. So I'm just gonna again, the video is already pretty long, almost 30 minutes, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna show there's only one thing that's relevant here. And it's this first engage, and I'm just gonna basically skip the rest because there's nothing else worth talking about. We lose person, which is our curse, which has a druid cowl. We lose Addy, which is Clarent, and he also has the second druid cowl. We're out of mana. The only way we can win is in brawl. if we somehow kill the healers like really fast. That's the only way you can win. You know, now that I'm thinking about it after the fact, right? But yeah, so let's just show what happens, right? So we're playing on the Boneyard here, right? Again, they're playing the same comp with they have the fast engagers, right? So again, he takes this position here to not get fished, right? But after thinking about it more, like there's other stuff we could have done. For example, you know, Amix or Spear Hunter could just walked here, and then he's forced to literally either go here or run, right? So that's one way we could have pushed him out. We could have pressured his position there by just taking the angle like northwest of him or west of him, rather than all being here. Just, oh no, we can't hit him, he's behind the wall, right? But
Okay, go for a.
see here, I'm like just, what do I do, right?
Yeah, we can kill him.
So here, I'm thinking like we can just E and kill him. Like he should be able to die, right? And what do I say here in the VOD? Let's listen.
Okay, yo guys, GA the rest of them.
Okay, so I call to GA the rest of them, right? But like one thing, also moving forward, maybe that's a better idea, is we should only have one tank do offensive, you know, like either our heavy mace, duty boots, and E, for example, or our arcane E's. But we always need one person to stay back to throw a rune, because they have the counter engage advantage over us, right? So
3, 2, 1, no.
so here we engage on Baroda the same time when they engage on us. Actually, I checked their VOD from their POV. They didn't counter. They just engage at the same time as we did, which is, you know, lucky or unlucky, whatever. But you know, since we do walk up to fish, they try to engage in person because he walks up to E, right, to purge the shields or knight helmets. So
They're looking to counter.
and then we lose 2 people barely. We almost lost like Broken Blade as well there, to be honest. And you know, since Legal walked up to GA them, he couldn't rune, right? So it was just unlucky timing. They engaged at the same time, but also the positioning we took, if we look at it, right?
Yeah, we can kill him. Okay, yo guys, GA the rest of them. 3, 2, 1. No.
It's like also one thing is like, for example, person didn't have to be up front, right? Because we were not looking for a harpoon, but that wasn't also immediately obvious from like me explaining it. I think in general we talked about this fight afterwards, and we have like some ideas moving forward what to do. My initial reaction though is like looking at this is like, you know, person didn't have to be up front as much. But yeah.
They're looking to counter.
Obviously, the heals come instantly here, and alright, but yeah, we just at this point, you know, since they are an experienced team, it should be impossible for us to win, basically, right? And I'ma just skip forward to when it gets to brawl, right? And I try to go for the healers, but they cycle like.
Healer.
So here I'm trying to. I don't remember what I did. I try to geyser him and bait, and then turn on the render here.
3, 2, no, no, no. On
So here he res bots, and here he blinks.
the west, on the west, on the west. 3, 2, 1. No, 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 on the mark, on the mark, on the mark. Fuck.
And here it's just unlucky they get frozen.
Wait, okay, it's fine. Okay, hold everything. 3, 2, 1. No, 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 you have to hit, you have to hit. Fuck.
Yeah, I didn't have enough. So that was, I just should have held for me to have my geyser and then hope we can do something off of that and follow up with a stun after maybe. Again, the only way we win is if we target the healers here, otherwise it's impossible. So that's why, you know, I'm just going for these, you know, you have to do these really high risk plays in this situation, but they know, like, we will lose on lava and we will lose inevitably anyway because they have all DPS obviously, and yeah, so.
Okay, help Tabretka, help Tabretka.
That was the rune. I should have saved my Judy helm here.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. No, whatever you have, he can die, he can die.
Here I just kind of like, he was the closest clothy. I think he was outside Judy there. But as you can see, one thing these guys are doing is they're swapping to Avalurcher sandwiches in Brawl. Which I think is an interesting, you know, a long time ago we were trolling, like, you know, when Sokka was playing Realmbreaker for us, he brought like an 8-3 sandwich for Brawl. You know, they have the Avalurcher sandwich.
Okay,
You know, just to so the realms stay alive. I don't know if we'll adopt that or not, but it's definitely an interesting choice.
Fuck. Yeah, keep sitting healer. My
Obviously, it actually does help, right, if we attack him, you know.
Judy in a sec.
So here we lose Tabretka. They get the full engage off. I should have been in position to throw Judy, you know, preemptively, because I knew they were about to have it up. But yeah, like pretty much like we lost our main DPS. We only have Spiked and Spirit Hunter left here. There's no way we can kill anything anymore. So like at this point, you know, might as well drop Mouse. But you know, we are 8-3. I think still most of us here. So you know, we do keep trying, struggling rather. You know, to no avail though, obviously. Then we do have. We do lose our DPS. Obviously, you know, they were pretty respectful, but you know, there's obviously one guy, always one guy who's flaming, right? So, but yeah, I was just trying to, you know, there is always a possibility of winning in lava. I don't think we're gonna win in lava. You know, we're just struggling for no reason. We should have done what they did, is just clump up, right? But you know, it is brawl, lava, anything's possible. But you know, with one healer left, no mana, we do have all tanks, all plates. You know, so that's like the only play we can go for. But so we're just like struggling for no reason, and
Bro.
yeah, bruh. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, this ended up being way longer than I thought. The video is definitely, right now it says 36:45. So, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Maybe I went into some stuff in too much detail than necessary, or maybe it was just the right amount of analysis. Again, it wasn't meant to be a complaint that, you know, especially at the beginning of the video, oh, we just lost because of a bug. It is frustrating, but that is also, you know, we could just test it beforehand. Not realistic to test every single patch, every interaction, or realistic either, but you know, I don't want to make it sound like we only lost because of a bug, because there's definitely times where, for example, Armor Piercer whiffed or whatever and stuff like that, right? And we could have kited better, and you know, so I didn't want to make it sound like we only lost because of the bug, you know, not to take away from the enemy's achievement. Second fight was just maybe a Pepega moment, I don't know, you know, miscommunication. Obviously, we'll try to work on that moving forward. I will try to investigate, you know, just how much the spiked E difference makes, especially with the resilience penetration. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this. I think the best way just to call it is VOD review video. It is useful, obviously, for me to go over it, like talking out loud as well, because obviously I've watched over it, you know, in comms while we were watching with our team, but also I watched it myself afterwards. But it does help, like, you know, say it out loud, you know, like the rubber ducky method, if you've heard of that in programming. Who am I kidding? Everyone who plays Albion is like an engineer, works in IT. Like, that's one thing I've noticed, by the way. I feel like most people playing Albion who played like for a decent amount of time are either in uni, like to study to be an engineer or work in IT or something, or already are working in IT. That's what it feels like. But anyway, but yeah. Let me know what you think of the video down in the comments below, and you know, if people are interested, maybe we can do like more of these. Hopefully, you know, we don't lose too soon, so that I have to make one of these. You know, we could always watch review like wins as well, right? It doesn't have to be losses, but obviously you learn the most from losing. So, but yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more content, and I'll see you next time.